The very coolest item to ever hit the Roblox catalog has come. I wonder if these items seem like they might look a little bit too similar. We're going to talk about the latest in Roblox battles and some of the rules that might be a little bit unfortunate, and the latest in the 13th for the birthday here. Make sure you guys sign up for this contest as soon as possible. We're going to tell you all the details, so stick around and check it out. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. We're going to take a look at some of this other stuff in the catalog, talk about the latest and greatest news here in Roblox, but first thing I want to talk about is the coolest item that has ever hit the catalog ever. So if you come in here, you look at the latest, you do the recently updated, and you show the non-available, I'm not sure exactly when this is going to be available, or if anyone can ever actually get this item off the catalog, but check this thing out. This thing is called the Dot. I don't know what it is, but when you go there, I will give you guys a link to this. When you go there, it's just a loading screen. It is amazing. It is like the biggest joke item in the catalog that you have ever seen. The only owner, it says, is reverse polarity, so I'm wondering if this is a UGC item and it's just sort of a funny joke item, and that the ownership will probably be transferred, or the origination will be transferred to reverse polarity, and it's just one of those things. You just get it. Maybe it's a gear. I don't know, it says it's a hat. I don't know what that would look like. I'm gonna try this on. Yeah, I try it on, nothing really happens. Let me try to remove all of my hats here real quick and see how this looks when I try it on. Okay, I've removed all of my other hats and I tried it on, and it says it's a hat, still nothing. There's still nothing. It's funny that you can try it on, but then when you take it off, you just look there and you're like, alright, when's this item gonna load? When's it gonna load? When's this gonna load? And the description is just period. That's it. That's it. It's just a dot. I don't know. This is crazy. I think it's hilarious. But reverse polarity, good job. I think you've made the most awesome item that has ever hit the Roblox catalog. All right, so now we're going to talk about something a little bit different. Now, I found this. We're going to give credit to the person who put this together, Flamey over here. Flamey50 is the person who put this together, and it is a UGC versus original compilation. It kind of shows some of the items that are the original items on the catalog, and it shows some of the UGC, or the user-generated content, that looks very similar to it. So if we look here, like the kitty ears and then the kitty cat ears, they do look very similar. I'm not sure the cost difference between all of these items, but I'm sure there's, you know, in some cases, some significant cost differences. We've got the big oil man and the big Texas tycoonist. I don't know, you know, these ones don't look too similar. This one's not really standing up in that way. This one actually is pretty original, I would say that. But right here, the silver horn antlers and the silver antlers, pretty similar, but the way these are laid out, these are kind of like front-facing antlers, and then these are sort of back-facing antlers, so they do have a pretty different design, but also some similarities, not like some of these other ones. This one over here, the alien antenna, and then the Martian antenna, you know, pretty close. Those do look pretty close, but you know, this one's got more of a right angle on it, and these ones kind of face up a little bit more, so there's slight variations here. Now, if we're getting into some of these ones, these look very similar. Like this one, for example, the classic fedora, and then the downtown Denison fedora, you know, it does look a little bit more of a textured item, kind of more of a detailed hat, but very similar. It's kind of like the similar version of the same thing. This is like Pokemon Brick Bronze, and this is Newman Legacy. You know, they look similar, but one's kind of a retextured of, you know, it's still Roria is all I'm saying, if anybody gets that reference. But, yeah, we've got the black bowler over here, and then the elegant bowler looks very similar. Again, you know, kind of these two and this one, they all look very similar. I'm not going to lie. I kind of agree that there is some similarities, but I think they're different enough, and we haven't seen anything too crazy yet. Maybe something that looks a little bit like a Valkyrie. We're actually going to talk about that here as well. The big head original, you know, the biggest head, it originally was the same color when it first came on the catalog, but they changed it to be blue pretty quickly, so it was just a little bit different, not exactly the same as this, so it couldn't be red. But anyways, there was this one, the red head stack, which I think is something that you got from a toy code. So that was one of the, you know, toy code items that's kind of cool, kind of rare. But then the triple head stack, which is even taller, and it's got even more heads stacked on top of it. And then there's also the normal head stack, but that one's yellow, kind kind of a different color. But, you know, some people are kind of wondering, you know, Flamey here, I guess, you know, maybe some people kind of give him some blowback on this. It doesn't affect me personally. I just made a comparison to show how similar hats are becoming. This is mainly for people who use the Roblox economy, such as traders, etc. Most who say, who cares, as they have no experience in the economy, but those who do will understand. He's saying people who are in the economy, so I don't know, kind of curious like what my friend, you know, Linkmon99 might say. You know, I'm kind of curious what other people will say. We still haven't had anything pop up in the catalog that was just, you know, the user-generated content. So right here we've got user-generated content. This is the page number 5. Some of these are similar to some stuff that does exist. Some of them not so much. You know, like most of these look pretty original. You know, we've got some of these different headband things. We've seen similar stuff to that. People are saying that the biggest head was similar, and it is, but it's also much bigger. I don't think that anything that Beism has made has been a copy of anything. I mean, Beism, like, she legit does a lot of just really creative, original stuff, and the highest amount of detail that anybody, I think, in the UGC community, not knocking any of them, but she just puts so much work into these, and the detail is just amazing. So shout out to her. But, you know, sometimes some people make some things that look a little bit more like things on the catalog already, like this elegant bowler, like we talked about, this velvet bowler. You know, actually a lot of this stuff by Who to Trust, you know, some of these top hats, they look fairly similar to other hats, but, you know, they are a more detailed texture of the versions of stuff. So I think it's kind of a better version of these things, but, you know, not all of these are all, like, super expensive. They're not doing, like, Sparkle Time fedoras or anything. The antlers, you know, some of these antlers do look similar to other antlers, and, you know, maybe the halo of Virtue looks maybe a little bit similar to in one of those Federation fedoras. You know, some people noticed, let's see, this one right here, that Mista made the spectrum of the Divine. Some people were saying maybe it looks a little bit like the Summer Valk. I mean, we've got the Summer Valk right here. We've got the Spectrum of the Divine right here. You know, Summer Valk, 25,000 Robux made by Roblox. Spectrum of the Divine by Midsta at 500. But you know what? That's cool, though, in a way. You know, it gives the people who are on the platform a chance to get something for 500 Robux instead of 25,000 Robux. You know, and then, you know, a creator also gets to benefit from that as well. So I think it's okay, and it's cool that, you know, Roblox is approving stuff that, you know, maybe it's fairly close, but I think it actually benefits the people on the platform a little bit more overall in the long run. Okay, so now the next thing that is based on time-wise, a little bit more important. The next thing we're going to talk about is going to expire, but we got a week on that one. But this one, you've only got like a day. Just like one day to get this one done. This is the Roblox battles. Now, there's been a little bit of an issue that some people have realized. Now, when you're doing any sort of betting or stuff, according to the laws, according to the rules, according to all that stuff, legal reasons, there says right here that you can only be 13 years of age or older in order to enter into this contest that they've got going on here for the Roblox battles. So you go in here, you're supposed to be able to guess the winner, but a lot of people can't even go to this page at roblox.com/rbbattles. Some people are saying, I just went in there with another account that is over 13, and then in here I entered my account that was under 13. Now, I don't think that's going to work for you guys. Even if you guess the correct winner, I highly doubt that they're going to actually add this to an account that says it's under 13. So they're going to actually probably work around that. That's not going to happen. You can create a new account, and then, I mean, if somebody does create a new account, I'm not saying that you should. If somebody does create a new account, lies about their age, and gets it correct, you're not going to be able to transfer this item over. It's going to be a non-transferable item. So, I mean, it's not going to be really worth it because you're not going to be able to have it on an account. Just like maybe you could have it on an account that doesn't have any other things. Now, if you're just starting out, who knows? Maybe it's worthwhile to create 16 accounts and guess for each person. But anyways, I voted for my usernames this, so we're looking forward to seeing this happen. Now, the first battle that we're going to see starts on the 12th, which means we have to get our voting in. If you are over the age of 13 years of age, you have to make sure you get your voting in on time because you can't do it until, let's see, it ends September 11th at 5 p.m. So that's just one day away, guys. So get your votes in right now while you can. You're not going to be able to see any of those until afterwards. And then on the RB Battles YouTube page, we're going to be able to see those battles. We're going to see who wins, and we're going to be able to watch that stuff, and it's going to be great. And then coming October 1st, I think, is when whoever the winners are will be granted the Shield of Wisdom. So by the end of the month, in just a couple weeks, we will know who's going to win all these battles and championships. So guys, right now you got to go get your votes in, otherwise it's going to be too late in like just after a day. So anyways, also we've talked about this a couple times, let you guys know, but just letting you know one more thing about the contest. This is going to end in a week. We've got the 13th birthday. There's a bunch of free items. If you look at this blog, you can see there's links to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 free items that you get on the catalog, but there's also this competition for the cake mask. Only 50 people are going to get this. A tasty treat given to 50 contest winners during the 13 birthday celebrations. Now, in order to do that, you have to go to the details are here in the blog, and I'll put the link to this blog post in the description as well, so you guys can see that. But you have to go and reply to their tweet on or before that date, the September 17th, so that is 1 week away, and you have to share your dream Roblox game, include the link to your Roblox profile, and include the hashtag Happy Birthday Roblox. They've got that going on Twitter, and they got it going on Instagram as well. So that's the place to do it. Of course, there's contest rules here in that, so you got to make sure you go down and read these contest rules. It says down here, according to this one as well, that users who are 13 years of age or older to enter the day. So this is another one, guys. The contest is open to Roblox registered users who are 13 years of age or older. So that's the same thing, guys, with this contest for the cake mask. Unfortunately, if you are under the age of 13, or you have a 13 or under account and you've gone in there and you've entered for this contest, you're not going to be able to win. Oh man, so I just noticed that. This is just another one where if you're under a 13 account, you can't enter to do that. So guys, just be aware of that. If you're entering to do that contest and you're under 13, I guess you're not eligible to win that one either. Jeez. Okay, so yeah, I guess the cake mask is kind of the same sort of situation, and only 50 people over the age of, with the 13 plus account are going to be able to do that. If you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, you know how the account says over here, it'll be either say under 13 or 13 plus. You have to have 13 plus at least. So when you set up your account and you add your birthday, it tells your birthday and how old you are, and depending if you're over the age of 13, you're eligible for these, and if you're under 13, you are not. Okay, guys, so if you're new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys later.